What? All right. Y'all good, Faith? Camera woman?
I'll try to be back in 24 hours.
Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. You gonna say hi?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Angel.
What's up, Angel?
All right. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Angel. I see Anne Marie. Nothing much. It's been a long day. Hey, Kayla.
A very long day.
So, that's why. I'm like, what's different? Something's different. Hold on.
What's up, Chris?
There we go. All right. I'm Miss Nikila. He's taking a sip.
And I'm Mr. Majors.
We want to thank you for joining us this week on today's edition of Speak On It, where we like to keep it fun, keep it real, and keep it aligned with the Word of God as closely as possible. And we got a fun show for today, I think.
I think so.
It's informative.
But it's going to be unprofessional.
So let me tell you, I'm halfway feeling sick, and
as season 4 has been going.
Yeah, that's
unprofessional.
Just the title of the season.
Yeah,
just be unprofessional.
That works for me.
Okay, so there we have it.
Hey, Brittany. Hey, Nikki.
You keeping Wendy in the show?
Wendy ain't in the show.
Little Wendy.
See,
Little Wendy's.
Well, nobody know what it was but Angel.
Okay. Let me get that off of there. There we go. All right.
We love you too, Nikki. Thank you.
Hey, Kathy. She said, hey, Majors.
Hey, Kathy.
So today's show we are going to talk about. So last week we talked about.
You ain't gonna need the money counter today. Ha ha. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Mr. Majors keeps Kathy, our friend, keeps a running total of Mr. Majors' cuss jar donations.
They're Trumpers.
Eventually, I'm going to end up getting a nice spy day off of his cuss jar.
Trying to tax the man.
Me and Kathy.
Trying to tax the black man.
So if you notice, I've got a new hairdo today. I wish I could say it was like something symbolic of like, oh, I'm growing as a woman. You know how we do that deep philosophical. Yeah. But it's really cold outside, and I look too much like my daddy to put on a hat and not have hair.
You don't look that much like your daddy, trust me.
That's the only reason why I did it.
Y'all look alike, but y'all don't look that much alike.
I look like Harv, let me tell you.
Y'all got some features, but you don't look like Harv.
I need something to tuck outside of my hat. When I have my hat on, I look like I got some. So thank you everybody for joining. So last week we talked about getting out of, why do people stay in bad relationships, right?
Yes.
So this week we thought we would follow it up with...
Because the chick is crazy and she might stab you.
Get stabbed.
Told you.
So this week we wanted to talk about like how to get over a bad relationship.
Oh, yeah.
So for those that are on here who got some advice, make sure you kick your advice in.
And for this, it's only our ideas.
It's just our opinion, our 2 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Major's 2 cents. But the icebreaker for today. So the icebreaker for today, I kind of changed it up a little bit just because I don't want to get into a long drawn out
and it might be different than what she told me in the car.
Theological decision or conversation. I don't even know if that's not theology. I don't know if that's the right word. It's been a long day. So the icebreaker scenario is
dun 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 dun.
What if a spouse got fixed?
Mm-hmm.
By fixed, I mean either she got her tubes tied or he got snipped and tucked and didn't tell the other partner, but they were trying to have more kids. Does that make sense?
It does.
Is the person wrong for doing that and not telling their spouse and keep letting their spouse think that like something is wrong and that's why they're not producing a baby? Or is it HIPAA? Just HIPAA. I ain't got to tell you nothing. Thank you, Marie. Or is it HIPAA? And should the doctor say something? So in the meme, it was saying it was really about a transgender person, but we're not gonna get off into that because we'll be here all night. But the question was, should the doctor say something to the other spouse to say, hey, you ain't gonna never have no baby because ain't no plumbing in the house? And is it right for the doctor to say something? But we only gonna come from the standpoint of if a man or a woman gets sterilized. Yeah, sterilization. That's right.
It just sounded funny.
All right, so what do y'all think?
Dip them in some hot water and bleach. Sterilizing.
You go ahead and talk for a second. Let me make sure I'm charging over here. I'm leaving the pack. Let's see.
Now, I think it is wrong if one person gets fixed and not tell the other one. For one, that's some real deceitful crap. And especially if you're married, you know, it's being deceitful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're lying, going under the knife, and hiding it from the other person, and that means you doing some extraordinary crap to hide it.
I mean, yeah, like I guess as a wife, I don't know what the rules are anymore. It's probably some rule as a woman to where you got to get your husband's signature. I'm sure somewhere, you know. I think that was a rule before we were talking. That, you know, you have to get permission from your husband type deal. But I don't know. Do you think why do you think somebody would do that though? Like,
because they don't want no kids by the person.
Kim said it's very wrong.
I mean, just that. They don't want no kids by you.
Think they sneaking and creeping and don't want to.
No, not necessarily. They just don't want no kids. And if they know you want kids, they going to, you know, they going to hide it. So I'm not saying they are, but, you know, that's the reason to hide it. And if they're married, that's terms for divorce.
Terms for divorce, you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess. So what do y'all think?
What do
Kim
you
said
think?
divorce too. Do people or would people do that? Shaking my head. That's deceitful and totally wrong. I mean, I kind of think so. I think so too. I think it's wrong. I mean, I wouldn't sneak off and get fixed and not tell not tell my spouse, not tell you. I mean, because I don't think that's fair. Especially if the other person wanted kids, or if you got into a relationship knowing that you couldn't have kids. And you do, you know, oh yeah, I want babies, I want 20 kids. And you know, good and well, you had a hysterectomy like years ago. And then you getting into it. You know what I'm saying?
Cobwebs up in there.
Thank you very much, T. Michelle. Let's see. If you hide that, what else are you hiding? That's true,
Definitely.
too. It is your responsibility to advise your other half of your medical situation on that subject and make sure you let them know where you stand on kids. And that's stuff that you should talk about
way before,
like date 3, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, so do you want to have kids? You know, something like that.
Hey, T. Michelle.
Oh yeah, before I forget, because I did forget.
Thank you.
Make sure you.
I cut it yesterday.
I'm pretty sure she's talking to me. If I have not said it, if you can share the video. I think they have a watch party. Let me know how the watch party go. If anybody hits the watch party
I still
button.
don't understand how that works.
I think it just invites people to come and watch with you, and it's like a viewing party. I guess maybe I don't know. Somebody hit the watch party button. How about that? And let us know how that goes. Oh, Faith James says she's sick. Oh, we hope. I don't know. I'm looking at the computer. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, what's wrong? Well,
yeah, it's that time.
Well.
It's that weather.
Yeah, the change in weather. It sucks because it's it's not cold today, but it was cold today, but it ain't as bad as it could have been. So I hope you get better.
Voice. Yeah, she don't have any. For you not to have a voice, oh, that's like man. I know Stacey probably wish I lose my voice every now and then. It's going strong. It used to be when I was in my single days, I lose my voice like every season change. Not anymore. I'm good and healthy. Yes, Lord.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Let's see. So Rhonda was the one that said, "What else are you
What
hiding?"
up, Matt? Little bro.
Marie said that's a before decision marriage, and then Faith said she was sick. Let's see. And then, yep, the weather. She said, yep, that's the weather. And so, I mean, like, that would be crazy. And we're about to get off of this topic because, you know, it's just the icebreaker. But, you know, that would be crazy if, like, you be trying to have a baby, like, going through fertility treatments and stuff. Like, that would be crazy.
It would.
That would be, because those are expensive. That's like $10,000. And you sitting there knowing good and well you ain't had no plumbing since 1963. And he trying to spend all the money trying to figure out why y'all ain't had no babies yet. That would be wrong. So we're going to have to say that for that one, it would be like, I can't even find a good reason to say that that's okay.
How would you do if I'd have did that to you?
If you hadn't told me, oh, I'd have been so hurt, y'all. Let me tell y'all, because then I would have been praying and fasting and praying. But I think that my faith is strong enough to connect your stuff back together.
So the question was to her, I know y'all really didn't hear it, I am fixed.
Yes, he's fixed.
You know, it wasn't...
It was before me.
Yeah, it was before her because I had 2 biologicals and they put me through the ringer. And I didn't want to have any more. So...
Thank you, everybody, for my hair.
I told her up front.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think I need some. Yeah, we was going to drink pop, but I think I'm going to take a little commercial break and...
Get some vodka.
Look it up. But, I just asked her what would she have done to me if I'd have just let her on, like, yeah,
if you let me on. Because, yeah, you know what I really would have thought is I would have thought it was me. Mm-hmm. I would have thought it was my issue and not his issue so much because I'm pretty fertile, but I did want to have more kids. I did, but I'm glad he did say something to me, because then like he don't really want me to pull out the old fasting and praying, and I be doing all of that. I be giving him supplements and everything. And then it's like, oh, you knew this stuff didn't even work in the first place. you know it was never gonna happen, but my faith moved mountains. You been messed around, and we be doing this show next year with a baby.
And we'll be at the Maury show.
Take me to the Maury show.
Be at the Maury show.
Thank you, everybody, for the compliments on my hair. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
How you know some of them compliments wasn't for my hair?
Well, love the hair, sis. Okay.
Good point.
Let's see. Let me see where the other one was. Your hair. She's on my feed, so that would be my hair.
She might have been talking to me.
Okay. Somebody compliment Stacey on his hair.
I don't even want no compliments.
His nicely grown beard.
I don't even want it.
Anyway, and just said, what about how about when people say they don't want kids, let some time go by, and then kids are on the back on the plate? LOL, women. You know what happens is our uterus gets lonely, and then we see everybody else with babies,
get jealous,
and we be like, I want me a little baby too, and then we get
jealousy.
This baby envy, and then we want it.
Told you, jealousy.
Kim said we love your bald head too, Stacey. Aww.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's special.
Yeah, we get womb envy. Is that a thing? Womb envy?
I mean, it is. It is.
I do. But I'm glad that baby Nick comes over with me through the week.
I'm glad we can send him home. I'm just saying. That's just real.
Faith said, nice beard, bro. Thumbs up. And then Marie said, you good too, Mr. Majors.
Thank
LOL.
you.
All right, you good? You feel loved?
Yeah.
A little bit? Okay. Aww. I love him.
Silly.
Anyway.
But let's get to the topic.
All right. Topic for the day is how to get over a bad relationship.
Yep.
So
I say get a box of condoms, go crazy. I'm just playing. I'm just joking.
Put 50 cents in the bucket.
No, that wasn't. Every word I used was.
That was just for bad advice.
Yeah.
Get condoms was good advice.
See?
Yeah, that was good advice. Okay, well, we'll let you keep that one, but don't do that. We're gonna give you some other tips.
Tell the truth. Tell them what you want, so they can't be mad at you.
Whatever.
You know they'll be mad at you anyway for telling the truth, but.
Men should just be honest, though. I mean, we okay when you honest.
Get in trouble for being honest.
It's how y'all be honest. Because there's a way. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Anyway, that's not even what we're talking about. So last week we talked about, like, getting through a bad relationship. We talked about why do people stay in bad relationships. We had several reasons: self-esteem, money issues, kids, things like that. What's that 5 gallon of gas and a lighter? Okay. Not sure what Angel was about to burn up.
Yeah, we might have to get him off the field.
I don't know what Angel talking about.
Right.
So, Faith said, bring it. So, the first thing, do you want to give the first piece of advice for getting over a bad relationship?
It don't matter.
Go ahead. What's one tip that you would give for getting over a bad relationship?
Well, my number 2 tip, I already gave a good number 1 tip. No, okay. It's your turn. I'm say stay busy. You know, yeah, just stay busy. Work harder, work longer hours, or play basketball or something. Just kind of don't get in the sitting down and moping and watching Andy Griffith all day.
Who watches Andy Griffith?
I'm just saying. It was just
who on our feed watches Andy Griffith? That's what I want to know.
It was just.
You just picked the first thing you thought about.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all it was. Now, calm down.
I'm just joking. It's all jokes. Anyway, I'm posting something into the link right now.
Have you paid for that plug?
Yes, I paid for this plug. I set up the equipment every week, so.
I set it up today.
You put the tripod out.
You had your phone.
Okay, anyway.
Okay.
So I put a link into the book that says, a book is called 3 Reasons Why You're Still Single. It's a free ebook. All you gotta do is put your email in. But I give 3 reasons why I feel like people are still single. But in the book, I talk about you are one of the reasons why you're still single. And I say it's because you keep picking the same type of people. And so one of the ways I feel like you can get over a bad relationship is to kind of figure out why you keep picking the same type of people. Like, is there a common theme amongst the people that you've dated in the past? So for me, why is that so funny?
No, I was just thinking.
You was thinking about something?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Probably ain't gonna tell me what it is anyway. So.
I was, but I wasn't gonna say something on here.
Okay. All right, well, you can tell me later.
No, I'll tell you now.
No, I don't know what it is. So
yeah, I'll tell you
I don't know what it is. Go ahead. What?
You know, earlier she didn't introduce me.
Oh my God! Let me tell y'all something. I am horrible. This is totally off topic.
She didn't say, "Hey, this is my husband."
Let me tell you, I'm horrible with names. I'm horrible with names. Horrible. And I told him this in the very beginning. If for some reason I don't introduce you to somebody, it could be because I don't remember their name. And so I'm just going to speak and we're going to keep it moving. And I forgot the person's name. And so that's why I did not introduce them that way. Because I'd be like, hey, girl, this is my husband. But I did apologize and said next time I need to be like, oh, yeah, so this is my husband, Stacy. But I told him I'm bad at remembering names. Like if I see you out in public, I name all my kids after me. Nicholas Shane, Nikila Shantae, Janae Nicole. Her middle name is Nicole, just like mine. Faith is Faith Elizabeth. But she's named after my favorite auntie and Faith, so I can't forget that name. But even with them, I still mix their names up. I'm sorry. Everybody, this is my husband, Stacy.
Everybody knows. All of them know.
Tell Stacy hello, everybody. Is that better?
No.
Anyway, I'm moving on.
Yeah, move on.
So I feel like, with me, a common thread that in the people that I dated was unavailable. Like, you know, they were unavailable, so we might see each other on Fridays. You know what I'm saying? But that'd be it. Or it just wasn't any consistency, so I had to find out why I kept picking people who were inconsistent or kept picking people who were unavailable. And so once I figured that out, that it was me doing that, then I was able to go ahead and stop that bad behavior. So I was able to move on from them kind of relationships and move on a whole lot faster. Mr. Majors is thinking 10 different thoughts in his head. No, so Faith James said forgive is number 1. So who do you think it is to forgive? The person or yourself, Faith? I think you should probably be forgiving yourself.
I mean, it depends. If you got broke up, if somebody dumped you, what are you going to forgive yourself for?
Picking dumb people. I don't know. You gotta. A lot of times we beat ourselves up when we get into bad relationships and we stay in them too long, and then we finally leave. But we spend the whole time thinking, "Oh my God, why was I so stupid to stay in that relationship so long?" And then we don't forgive ourselves. We should forgive the other person, but we should really forgive ourselves too. Come on.
I'm just don't know how to word it, but I mean, if I'm gonna say only forgive yourself when you've done bad, you know what I'm saying, and you got caught, then you got dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, but just to be forgiving yourself because the other person dumped you out the blue for no reason.
What's up, DC?
And hey, what's up, bro? You know, I think that's like a self-pity party.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, that's just for me. But if you get dumped for being a good person, tomorrow pick yourself up and go have fun. You know, I mean, that's.
I think you have to really.
It's their loss.
Like in that situation, you know, because a lot of times we blame ourselves. I think, in the words of Cardi B, I think Cardi B has one of the lines of her songs. You know, she said, "You got me thinking I'm the you got me thinking I'm the one with the problem." You know what I'm saying? You got me thinking that I'm the one with the issue because he was dogging her out and treating her bad. And she's like, you got me thinking that it's me with the problem. And that a lot of the times that's what we do as women. Now, I can't speak for men, but women, we kind of, it happens to men too.
Yeah, because women be playing mind games.
Yeah, we do.
And y'all play mind games, and then it's like not. When I say y'all, I'm just not.
It's a generalization.
You know, and that's kind of like abuse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a mental abuse, and to make a man to feel like he needs you. I mean, it goes both ways. Men do it too, and then it's I just lost train of thought, but
it'll come back on track.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, and we do play games, especially women when they have the nice guy. We
guilt trips.
They play them. Hey, Jacqueline. So they'll play them for a fool. A lot of women do that. Not nice women. Will get a nice guy and kind of play them for a fool. Put him in a friend zone. You know he in a friend zone, but you just kind of use him a little bit. Mm-hmm. But it takes the guy to really know his own self-worth, which for the woman too, you have to really know who you are. Kind of getting back to that whole point of you think it's you when really it's not you. It's them. It's that person. And in that situation for myself, I had to start realizing that people are going to be who they are. Mm-hmm. I'm mad. Y'all know what's that little saying where the snake got to get across the river and he gets on a crocodile's back. I don't know if I'm making this up the right way, but he asked the crocodile for a ride across the river, and then he gets to the other side and he bites him, and then he's like, you knew what I was when you put me on your back type deal. You know, he bit the crocodile. Mm-hmm. And then the crocodile like, but snake, I took you across the river. How are you going to bite me? And he's like, well, you knew what I was when you got me type deal. You know what I mean? Sometimes bring people into our lives, and we'll have them there. And then when they do something, dog us out, I'll shocked and surprised, like, I've been taking care of you, and I've been doing everything for you, and I've been giving you this and giving you that. And you're like, you knew I was a dog? You knew I was a dog. You know what I'm saying? So why are you so surprised? And sometimes I think we just know who people are. So we just got to move on past it. We got to forgive yourself for picking up the snake. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, forgive yourself for that. And move on. You made a mistake. Don't do it again if you can. If you can help it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Don't stop being you. Continue with friends and family. Go out. Keep busy. Learn from the past. But don't dwell on the past. And continue to move forward with your life. Mm-hmm. I think that's very good advice. That was from Angel. You do have to stay busy.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to sit at home and... I mean, what do we see on TV? Eat ice cream. Cry and sob, and I mean, you have a time of mourning. I think you had a time where you should heal.
That's just natural, you know. And to me, it depends on how what happened.
The men get into that state where you want to go eat some, you know, that ice cream. You know that whole scene they always do on TV. You go eat some ice cream and cry or play sad music. How do men deal with that?
I don't think it gets that deep, you know. With men, are made to like hide our feelings and ball them up, throw them to the side, and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
But y'all snap too. Y'all will snap.
We snap, but it's not, you know, curl up on the couch in 98-degree weather with a bowl of ice cream and
watch
sit there
football all day,
and you know, watch ESPN reruns. All you know what I'm saying?
You watch that, watch the ESPN classics.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, how life used to be.
Basketball shorts are this long and shoulder pads is that wide, you know. So
right.
Yeah, you know, we I'm gonna say in general probably hurt inside, and you know, cause men just gotta keep moving and mask it, throw it, you know, bottled up, throw it away.
But is that a good thing to do though? Should we be masking it and bottling it up and putting it away?
It kind of.
Is it helpful?
It's helpful to an extent, but it's not always healthy, because, like I said, men are made to, you know, not show hurt and, you know, stuff like that. And sometimes even if the guy tries to, let's say, talk to a friend female, you know, he probably get one conversation out of that one friend female before she like, oh, he's a.
Yeah.
You know.
He's soft.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it take more than one conversation. You know, to his homeboys that might not understand where he's, you know, coming from. You know, they might be like, oh, he's a wuss, you know. Get over that soft. So men are.
Y'all really don't have a good outlet to be emotional.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, he's always going to be a soft dude to certain people, you know, but to other people that kind of understand and have been there in them shoes, understand another man can have needs an outlet. You know what I'm saying? Other than just balling it up and going playing basketball. You know, you gotta let it out. You know, so.
Do you think that there's a difference in
vent to your boy? And
you have to have one. And I was gonna say, do you think it's a cultural difference? To where, and this show's gonna turn into an emotional. We should have a show talking about men and their emotions, because I think that we as women, and we get confusing with it too.
Y'all don't understand men.
You know, we don't.
You don't.
But I don't think y'all fully understand us either.
We understand women more than y'all think, but y'all don't understand us as much as y'all think. Because
I don't know, y'all. I think that we see each other from our own. I see you. Women see men and feel like.
I think it's been sitting there for a good minute. It was like a Wish commercial thingy.
Okay.
It's going.
Is it going? Okay. We back, everybody? Yep.
But.
Sorry, everybody.
Not to throw shade to women, but more women are like me. You know. And that blocks the vision or the hearing of your man saying, "Hey, what about me? This is what I need." You know, but because the woman can't hear him or see him because she's always saying, me. I need this. I need that. I need that. You know. Which
is interesting though, because I feel like women spend a lot of time nurturing everybody and men, and we cater to y'all a great deal.
Y'all. Now you cater to me a lot, you know. It's actually wonderful, you know. But
thanks.
Most women they cater to the man in what they feel he needs to be catered in, you know, or to. You know what I'm saying? So he can be saying, I don't need this, I don't want that, all I want is this, you know, which is a lot less than what she's given. But she don't hear it because that's how she want to cater to him. You know, and it can be a lot less.
This show has gone totally towards a different topic.
Different topic like every week. But that's what happens, you know, because she's thinking me, you know. Well, I bought you a car. Well, I didn't ask you for a car. I said, give me a hug, you know.
Yeah.
She didn't hear it.
And that goes both ways, because I feel like women could sometimes, men will throw things at women. Look, I can buy you this. I could buy you that. I can do this and do that. And we see these scenarios a lot of times in movies. You always see the successful businessman out working because you gotta be in the office about 65 hours a day in order to afford the Bugatti that you bought your
65
wife.
hours a day ain't it. I mean, that's not enough.
You got to be there, for that. So, but he's throwing stuff at her when in reality, we just want time. So what we saying is, on this totally opposite topic of what we're supposed to be talking about today. So what we're saying is that as relationships and as couples, listening to before last about love languages. Mm-hmm. Speak of somebody's love language, because my love language could be things, buying, it could be the smallest thing, a pack of gum. And you buy from it, I'm like, oh my God, gifts or something like that. Or service, you do something for me. Oh my God, he came up here and raked my leaves. That's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that could be my love language, but your love language could be something totally different. So yours could be touch. So were you touching all day because you think that's what I want? I'm just looking for you to come and rake my leaves, or I don't know if that's a good example. If that makes sense, y'all, let me know. Yeah, but that's kind of what I'm, where that difference is you have to learn your partner's love language.
But I mean, you can learn it, but if you don't give two craps about it, you're not going to keep doing it.
Yeah. Oh, thank y'all. They said yes, it's good. Let's see. So we covered angels, and then Faith said, forgive them for what they. Oh my God, he's so horrible at that. Forgive them for what they did to you, and forgive yourself for staying in and not leaving due to fear. Yes, and you do really have to forgive yourself for not leaving the situation, and something we haven't talked about yet. It's just probably easier if he just tells her exactly what he wanted to do, because it's just like all on his feed. I'm trying to whisper to her.
I'm talking to the
stagehand,
the Afro-American.
Put some cold water in there.
What was her name?
And then pass it over here.
They had the big bowl of fruit on her head.
Oh, the Chiquita banana lady.
That's what she looked like. She got like a beach towel wrapped around her head.
That's like our what do you call it? Like our intern.
Right.
our intern in the background. But it's healing. We haven't talked about healing. You gotta heal from the situation. You got to figure out why it happened. How you have to evaluate. Sometimes we just want to kind of let stuff go. Here, you can bring it around here. You just want to kind of let stuff go, and we don't deal with it. Mm-hmm. We just kind of slap a Band-Aid on it, which might be drugs and whatever. We might slap whatever kind of Band-Aid on it is, and then not really heal and not really deal with the issue. Mm-hmm. And then we keep making the same mistake over and over again.
Yeah.
You have to know your worth too. You have
Definitely
to value who you really are.
And you got to know your worth. That's kind of where I was thinking, but because if you know your worth and somebody dumps you, you'll get over it real quick. Real quick. When
you get that mentality, like I am, our coach, my old pastor, Kathy, your pastor, he had told us, Pastor James Johnson.
I'm sorry,
Jackson. Yeah, get some water. I'm about to talk anyway. Had gave an analogy of, he said coach bags. He said, there are certain levels where they just, you know your worth and your value. You don't have to advertise it. You don't have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You know your value. You know your worth. You don't have to be out here campaigning, because somebody's going to see the value in you and see the worth, and then they're going to treat you as such. What did he say? Like, certain cars don't have commercials. You know what I'm saying? You don't see commercials for certain cars because people who know the value of that car, you don't have to give them, they already know what they get and they already know what they got, so they don't have to, you don't have to advertise to those people. And the same thing when you know your worth. You don't have to be out here shouting, I'm a good woman, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this and I'm that, because a person who already knows is going to value you anyway.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I hope that makes sense.
I think you got to explain it again.
So you can take another huge gulp of water. Let's see. Faith said you have to forgive before you can move on. If not, you will take that baggage with you. After you forgive, believe that there is still somebody out there. Get busy with your purpose. Do things that make you happy. Help others meet new people. Laugh and make new memories. And so that's almost along the same lines of what Angel said, Stacy said. You can't sit in that space.
Yeah.
You can't sit. And let me say something about baggage. It's not popular.
Everybody got baggage. Everybody's gonna have baggage.
You should have some baggage. Everybody should at least take a carry-on luggage. You know what I'm saying? At least take a little carry-on bag because you have to learn lessons. Where else you gonna put your?
That's how you gonna learn.
That's
learning. Yeah.
Aww. Because you gotta have some place to store your lessons. You gotta have some place to store them. So get the little carry-on bag. When we fly cheap. We fly Allegiant and Frontier. You get that one little bag.
That little bag.
Like this.
I mean, that box was like, here I am, got a big old military suit, backpack.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, it has to fit all the way down in there. And then another lady was like, come on.
just let's go.
Come on.
Side note, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Matthew, is Matt a veteran? If you're still in there active?
He is.
You still a veteran? Okay. Happy Veterans Day to my brother Matthew.
And whoever else
is out there.
Or serving.
Let's see. That's okay. Y'all can change topics. Let the spirit move. Amen. You probably right. It's probably something else we needed to talk about.
So you know what? This is what we're going to do next week. We ain't going to have a topic. And we're going to see where it go. Because we just came up with this topic, yesterday, mainly today.
Yeah.
You know, deciding.
We had some fun conversations on Friday about some topics, but we wanted to talk about something else.
Yeah, we can't even talk about that stuff.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Facebook could just close us down. But like, y'all can't have a show now or in the future. You know.
Laverne said you can't test drive a Rolls Royce. You sure can't. You can't test drive this. Yeah, that's a good one. That's our friends from Texas. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes, that makes sense. Sometimes if people can't see their own value, it's hard for them to see the value of others. And I think that that's really true.
Say that again.
Sometimes if people can't see their own value, it's hard for them to see the value of others. So you might think high of others, but it's hard to treat people well when you don't value your own self, I think.
I don't think that's 100% correct.
You feel different about that,
because I'm gonna use confidence. If an unconfident person can treat another person like gold.
Make sure I'm on the Wi-Fi.
That cheap ass phone.
Did you? Oh, Kathy, I heard the word ASS. Go ahead and knock me on the.
I didn't hear nothing. Did you hear anything, Faith?
Huh?
Did you hear anything, Faith? Thank you.
I'm having. I forgot to put my phone on Wi-Fi. Is it on Wi-Fi now? So now we should have a clean this. So there's Faith's finger. All right, I'm watching on just to make sure I.
It's trying to reconnect.
Hold on.
It's off now.
Y'all. It's on. We're good.
The camera facing this way.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I didn't see you rub your finger in front of it.
Now we got a clean picture. There we go. All right, everybody. So.
My bad.
So what was you saying about the?
I don't remember.
You were saying something about the people seeing their own value and the value of others.
Yeah, because I mean, a person can have low self-esteem and not know their value and still treat the other person well, very well.
You think so?
I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee it.
And I think that people with I think your president, for example, is
My
a person who thinks too highly of themselves. And so they treat others poorly to continue to lift their own self up because somewhere deep inside they know they're not about nothing. somewhere deep inside there's a little voice that says, you're fake. And then, you know what I'm saying? So then you got to push other people down to feel like you're keeping your own self boosted.
Them are called hoes.
Oh, I almost got $2 more. Let's see.
2 more?
Yeah, she said she got me 2. So I
What?
thought he was talking to me. And just pay up. Y'all keep saying Faith.
Angel, whose side are you on?
Faith is my daughter's name. Faith is she's our Sunday camera woman. So She's our Sunday camera woman, and since today, there's just nothing is working right. I'm telling you, after this show, guess what we gonna do? We gonna get in the bed, and it ain't gonna be fun like y'all think. No, we're going to bed. This man's been working.
12.
This man has been working, putting in some hard work today. Then he went outside and hung lights and stuff. So he's been working hard. So we're gonna let him go ahead and go to bed.
I need a back rub.
I got you. Go ahead and say the full word. That's what Kathy said. Go ahead and say the full word.
I caught myself.
So anyway.
So you don't think a person with low self-esteem or don't know their worth can't treat another person good?
I think they can. I mean, I had low self-esteem at one point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think I treated people good, but I think I treated them probably better than they deserve to be treated.
Yeah.
How you gonna say yeah? How you know?
I know a lot.
Whatever. He swear. Mr. Majors, I don't know if he even had any other relationships other than his marriage.
Yes, I have.
He was out there,
Now before that.
He was a savage beast.
Yes.
He swear. No, he was not.
DC? Oscar? Can I get a amen or something?
Whatever.
Oscar, if you're still there, tell him what y'all nicknamed me.
Yeah, I like to hear that. Because I don't know about you.
Oscar.
Anyway,
you want me to tell you what the name me?
Yeah, go ahead and put it out there because Oscar might not chime in. We're just gonna let that sit for a second. Anyway, we turned into a savage beast. So we talked about healing. You have to heal.
Mm-hmm.
You have to forgive, and you got to move on. Know what you want out of a relationship, and I think that helps you get over. You know, spending that time helps you get over. You know what else helps you get over a bad relationship? No. My book, 7 Days of Single Way. It helps you get over a bad relationship. He said amen to the shenanigans. It froze up. Can y'all hear me now okay? I think so. It looks like it's flowing on a computer. So I think we're doing good. I'm sorry, y'all. I really am. Oh, there it is. I forgot to put it on high spot when I came in. Is this the frozen? But it's so dumb. I feel like them commercials, like them Spirit commercials. Like a robot.
The mannequin challenge. Why? Because everybody do the mannequin challenge go?
Because that's how the mannequins be in the store.
It'll just be like, we gotta go live and just freak people. I just sit there like.
Just pause. Then I'm a blink though. I'm horrible with that. But anyway, so.
You put some sunglasses on you.
So the whole purpose of the book is to spend time on somebody else and their issues, and it gets your mind off of your own situation.
Me.
Exactly. So that's how, you know, so that's really what I was getting to, is that a good way to get over a bad relationship is to spend time with them. Because you, in coming out of a bad relationship, a lot of times you think it's you. Mm-hmm. You're the only person going through it. You're the only person, you know, whatever the case may be. And so it's good to connect with other people who have gone through the same thing. Mm-hmm. You know.
A little support system.
And you gotta decide on why it's so hard for you to get over. Like, what are you hanging on to? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, is it just like sex that you hanging on to? You know, that you can't walk away from? Because sometimes people will leave, but they mentally still in that relationship. You don't think so?
I can see that. Yeah, that's possible.
You think so? Like, somebody break up and then in their mind they still feel like they still in that same relationship. Mm-hmm. And it's like really holding them hostage.
Yeah, it can. I bet.
You think so? You didn't have no problem getting out of your bad relationships, huh? Were you the bad relationship for somebody else?
They'll probably say yeah, but I'm gonna say no.
You break some hearts?
No.
All of that two brain, and then you didn't break no hearts. Why? Because you kept it real and you told them what it was. That is such a tattletale. Somebody
Am I tattletaling?
Yeah, somebody had to be caught up.
Have anybody came to you and been like, you know?
But you was married for 1,600 years in between the last time you dated, so that don't even count. She said you was She said you were.
Who?
Your ex?
Baltimore?
Yeah.
Well, you seen how crazy that mother.
This is what happens when he gets sleepy. Yeah, your ex said you was real crazy. I hope she's gotten over your bad relationship. You were a bad relationship to her. And it's all about perspective. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
I was a bad relationship to somebody, I'm sure. Bet. I ain't break no hearts. Mm-hmm. What are you looking at?
DC said we need to have Larry on.
So he could talk about his book, Gilkey?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't heard from Larry Gilkey since the wedding. He disappeared.
I called him not too long ago.
We have to call him up. Sometimes you hold on to it because you have suffered a loss, and it feels like another loss. Maybe that's true. Sometimes you feel like you've already like suffered a loss, and then people come in our lives during a time where like maybe we had gone through something. You know what I mean? And then it's hard to leave them at that time. I was there when so passed, or they helped me get through. Oh, what was that scenario?
Sorry, I'm thirsty.
The scenario was a woman was with a man, and he was there for her when she went through cancer. Mm-hmm. Right? So he was there, took her to all her cancer appointments or her doctor's appointments, was there for her, took care of her at home, blah, blah, blah. And so she allows him to be with other women, and she don't care because she's having a hard time letting him go.
We talked about that.
We did talk about that scenario like last season, wasn't it? And sometimes I think we do, continue to hang on because that person is like significant in some way. You know what I mean? They like highlight a significant moment in our life. Something major happened. Mm-hmm. And so, we might not even be with that person anymore, but we still hanging on to them. Get rid of their stuff. Don't keep hanging on to their stuff. Oh, hey girl, yeah, I know we've been broke up for 3 years, but
here go your Carmex.
Here go that Carmex you left in my
like
car.
Your perfume.
I like to lick the top of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like kissing you still.
Get my Carmex, weirdo.
Get rid of their stuff. Delete their pictures if you have to. Get them off of your social media. Mm-hmm. Stop talking to their mamas. Let me tell y'all, if you want to move on from a bad relationship, you are going to have to cut some ties. You're going to have to cut some ties to their friends, to their family. Shoot, go to a different church if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Just, you shouldn't be dating too many people from your job anyway, because that's just bad business. Yeah. But, you have to do...
Did she get on the table for you?
We need animal control over there. Can you hear the dog outside? That's curious. He's a vicious animal when he's on the patio. Right. And then when he come in, I don't even know if he'll even bark if somebody comes in the door.
Think he's a dog.
Yeah, I don't think so. He hates his life right now. But, you have to...
That's a whole different story.
You have to disconnect from a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You have to stop letting his mama call you.
I used to tell my girls, when you break up with somebody, cut them loose. No ifs, ands. We still gonna be buddies.
You ain't gonna never still be friends.
Cut them loose and keep moving.
That I hate that though. I pulled that a couple of times. I'm gonna admit it. Oh, we can still be friends. We can still be cool. But it's not gonna work. Go ahead, say it, Stacey. Say it, Stacey, what you was thinking in your head.
No one thinking that.
Yes, he was. He definitely was. But
not at all.
Yeah, he is.
Hey,
but anyway,
cuz.
So, I mean...
Cousin Yolanda.
Hey, Yolanda. Hey, cuz.
Y'all met each other, I think.
For sure. But, You know, so you do have that issue with like cutting off everything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to remain friends. Don't remain friends as benefits. None of that kind of stuff, because then you've lost our, like, if you remain a friend with benefits with somebody that you don't let go of and walked away from, I feel like they lose our respect for you at that point. They didn't have probably much anyway, but hey, Chrissy.
That's just a whole messed up situation. Because if you're still gonna
Mess around and stuff.
have benefits, why break up?
Right.
You know, but I say you break up, cut them loose, keep moving.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And that's a man for you. That's the savage man way. They just be like, oh, I'm done.
And you know,
go ahead.
No, it was like I'm about to contradict myself.
Go ahead, put it
like,
out
you
there.
know, people, you know, you break up, and then let's say, just for example, the woman be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I left you. Would you come back to me?" I'd be like, "No, shouldn't have left me in the first place." You know, and if y'all know the story, so you know.
Know what, our story?
Yeah, but it is just totally different. But
our story is different. The difference in our story is I left, he came back.
Excuse me.
Wow. So that's just put you to sleep. No, that's a difference in our story. Our story, for those who don't know it, is we were together when we were youngins. Like, I think I was 12, 13. Yes. It was about 12 or 13, and then
She always try to make me sound like a pedophile.
he was like, if I was 12, he had to be 14, 15 years old. So, I mean, it wasn't that big. We were in the same grade, so it wasn't that creepy. But we were in the same grade and stuff. And so I did break up. I broke up the relationship. I was young and immature. And so it's a lot of love in this body. Let me tell you. It's a lot of love here. He's a great guy. And I don't think that I was mature enough to handle it back then. We had a happy relationship.
Yeah, we did. But, I mean, I wasn't even trying to get in that.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Okay.
So I was just telling people who didn't know.
Oh, okay.
But then, and because I contradict myself a lot, because I wouldn't be one to always say, oh yeah, go back to a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I never thought I would go back to, I didn't even expect to be here with him. So I'm not real big on going back to old relationships. But this has really been a season for it. Yeah. Like my aunt and my uncle got back together. They have been kind of the same thing, you know, together at a real young age, and now they're together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a couple other people that be like, oh man, I reconnected with an old love. Laverne, how was the class reunion? That's what we meant to ask you. Remember she was going to the class reunion, we was talking about old flames and stuff like that. How did the class reunion go, girls? Let us know. But, you know, so I'm not real big on reuniting old flames, but it's been the season of reuniting. But if it was a bad relationship, if they cheated, or if they were abusive, or any of those things, I wouldn't suggest going back, because 9.5 times out of 10, they haven't changed.
Keep happening.
Yeah. It's going to get worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You good? What's on your mind?
Nothing.
Oh, it's definitely something on your mind.
There's nothing on my mind.
Mr. Majors is hiding secrets, it feels like, right now at this moment.
I don't know why I'm just sitting here.
You got a look on your face.
I'm happy. I'm so happy. That's all.
Anyway, so I don't know if we forgot anything. And then with my
yeah, we forgot the topic of the show. That's what we forgot.
And then with my signal buffering back and forth, we have not gotten a full probably show in. I don't know if people can be over, if people can even see me anymore. I don't even know if we're at that point at this time. It says there's a few people watching. So anyway, so you got any more advice for people getting over bad relationships?
Now we pretty much said everything that works, you know, for some people. Some people might have to have a drink without becoming an alcoholic, you know.
Take a little prayer too.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely take a little prayer to get you to a place of.
Because, you know, a broken heart, that's
It's hard to cure a broken heart.
It is. It's hard. It's hard, but you either gonna let this broken heart stop you, or you gonna keep moving. I suggest pack it up, suck it up, wrap it up, tape it up, and keep moving.
And you have to be careful. I don't know what's going on.
What you do to my phone?
I didn't do nothing. And we have to. I don't know. Raggedy phone. And you have to be careful about the. Hold on, I'm pasting something in there. We have to be careful about who we give our hearts to. For sure. And you can't just give your heart to anybody. You can't just allow anybody to handle your heart. And once you realize your own value and your own self-worth, at that point you will stop giving away, giving away your love and giving away your heart. Mm-hmm. And you give it time to heal. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to take a break. The people say, oh, you have to wait so many months after you have a breakup. If you haven't healed properly, then you probably should take some time. Or if it was really bad, you should take some time. Or if you need to detox. But sometimes we over it way before it's even over, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I left a couple of relationships, I had been done, like, way before I broke it off. Mm-hmm. So I was ready to move on to the next relationship.
It's never like when you say, I'm done in your brain, I'm done that day.
Right.
Everybody takes some time to kind of strategize a little bit, but that's a smart way to do it.
Shouldn't, just up and leave. So we are coming towards the end of the show, and I have put 2 links in Mr. Major's broadcast. I put a link to our YouTube channel.
My eyes look puffy.
You tired. But they don't look that puffy to me. They look puffy on screen a little bit. So I put a link to our YouTube channel. We got 13 whole subscribers. That's what we forgot to put together. We got to put together our YouTube. Oh my God, stop doing that. You look weird.
No.
We got to hurry up and get him to the bed. So subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I put
that in both of our, that link in both of our feeds. And I have put in both of our feeds a free,
happy face.
Oh my God, a free ebook that's called 3 Reasons Why You're Still Single. But in there, I'll give a couple of examples on, like, a couple of activities to, like, kind of get yourself back on track when it comes to relationships. Hey, Sean Savage Jr., how you doing? I think that's about it. What you think?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. This has been a long show, it feels like. We got our camera woman, she's coming back on, our producer for the day. Next week, we have decided, what's next week?
No topic.
Yeah, next week we decided we're just going to kind of free flow it, which it seems like we ended up doing today anyway, although I'm still going to probably have a topic. You look very creepy.
I'm relaxed.
Why you look so weird?
I don't want my eyes to look puffy.
Your eyes still look puffy.
They do.
He's so weird. I love him though, but you're weird.
I ain't weird.
Anyway, so next week we'll have our show. Oh, and so we're gonna do our first cooking show here soon.
Yes.
We had a dish down in Houston that was called
Loco Pollo.
Polo.
Loco. Yeah.
Loco.
Crazy chicken.
It's called Crazy Chicken.
Man.
It was so good.
So good.
So I went online and I found us a recipe, and so we are going to make it on the show.
Or if anybody knows some.
No, abuelas. He's looking for somebody's abuela to cook it for us.
No, I want to. That's the only way you're gonna get the good stuff.
Is somebody grandma
Somebody
cooking
show
for us?
you. No, somebody show us how to cook it.
Yeah. I went into the Mexican store.
That recipe can be from Europe.
They just looked at me. They act like they didn't know what I was talking about.
They probably didn't.
They probably did. So I had to pull it up and show it to him. But anyway, that's going to be one of our shows coming up here this month, maybe. First part of next month, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, we can do it.
We're going to go lay down.
We got to check
I'm
the
not
books.
feeling well. He's feeling weird.
Almost delirious.
So we are going to go and shut it down. And We thank y'all for joining us on today's show. I don't know what Faith was doing. Look, you see what Faith was doing with the camera? I don't even know.
Because it got frozen. 2 people commented.
Oh, okay. Kathy said get some rest, and Angel said he's ready. We ready. We're going to do some cooking. All right. I'm Miss Nikila.
And I'm Mr. Majors.
Thank you for joining us on this week's show called Speak On It, where we like to keep it fun, keep it real, and keep it in line with the Word of God
as closely as possible.
We'll see you guys next week at 7 p.m. Peace.
7-ish.